someone to make a video like this on, surf. And don't get me wrong, there's been a few, there's been a few, videos on surf, but not as many as you'd think, because surf is a very, calming, it's a very calming video game to play in the background of, like an ASMR video, or just like a, like the videos that that I've been making, which is like a ramble video. And that's kind of why all the drama channels, you have Csgo surf in the background, like Leafy and, those kind of guys. But I would just like to say I hope you all are having an amazing day, and I hope that your week has gone well. As of the time I'm recording this, it is currently 1:12 in the morning. It is the 19th of February, and it is Friday. We all love Friday, don't we? I know I love Friday. So I hope you all had an amazing week, and I hope, that whatever time that you're watching this, I hope that your day has been going absolutely amazing. And I hope that, whatever you've been working for and whatever you've been, requesting or asking for, whatever you've been doing, I hope that it is coming into fruition, and I hope that you're getting everything that you want and deserve. Now, I'd like to put a disclaimer that I am not even close to the best at surf. I wouldn't even say I'm good at it. I've only played it a few times when I first got my PC, and I got that, I got pretty decent at it. And, as of, the time of me actually, playing it, I didn't play it as much. I just got the hang of it, the basic, like, movements, and then I kind of stopped, kind of uninstalled Counter-Strike. But, it's okay, because, I reinstalled it just for, surf, just for this purpose. And, I really wanted to, I just wanted to, play some surf and, see how everything was gonna go. And, just check in on you guys and, ramble about some stuff that's going on, maybe around the video game world, the NBA, which is, kind of what specifically I'm into. I'm not really into NFL and all that stuff. I'm just mainly NBA guy, basketball guy. But, so I guess we can start by talking about, something with the NBA. If you guys, in the comment section, or whoever's watching this video, if you guys keep up with the NBA, there's been a few things going around the league. Firstly, today was, I think it was either today or yesterday, the All-Star captains and All-Star starters for the West and East teams were announced today. The two captains for the West and the East are LeBron James, and Kevin Durant, Katie. And, I agree with LeBron being the West. I don't know if I agree with, if you're trying to, like, popularize the All-Star game this year, because I know a lot of players like LeBron James and, Giannis Antetokounmpo, I know those, the bigger kind of players, they didn't really want to have an All-Star game this year, and they didn't, they didn't find, like, they didn't think that, the All-Star game should have been a thing this year, mainly because, there's no fans, and, All-Star Weekend is mainly about the fans. So, a lot of players, weren't necessarily happy when, oh, wow, that was extreme lag. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't know if that was the video, the OBS, or if that was just Counter-Strike. I think that was just Counter-Strike, but, my apologies for that. But like I was saying, a lot of the So I guess that they just decided that postponing the All-Star game wasn't that good of an idea. I guess I don't know entirely. I don't know what the whole story is with that. But I do know that, like I said, a lot of players don't want it to be a thing. But for the West team, if I'm not mistaken, for the West, it is LeBron James, the captain, Steph Curry, Nikola Jokic, who's been having an MVP season. It's actually him, LeBron, and sorry, my brain always shuts down during this video. It's him, Nikola Jokic, LeBron James, and Joel Embiid, and KD, I think, is just right out, the top 3 bracket. But now those guys are, in the MVP race this year, and they've been killing it. LeBron James is having, another, amazing season for his age. He's like 36, I think he's 36 now, maybe 37, I'm not sure, in between that year, but I think he's almost averaging a triple-double. Same thing with Nikola Jokic. I think he is actually averaging a triple-double, if not averaging a triple-double, then very close to a triple-double. And Joel Embiid is having a breakout scoring season. He's averaging, I think, like 30-plus points. And KD, in my opinion, I don't think KD deserves to be in the All-Star race. Sorry, not All-Star race. He deserves to be in the All-Star game. But in terms of like MVP race, I don't think he should be there. Just because he's, obviously he's coming off his Achilles injury that happened back in the 2018 finals. Or 2018-2019 season, I think it was. No, sorry, it was 2019-2020 season, sorry. They had, he went down in the Toronto series. I think it was like game 5 or something like that. He went down with Achilles injury and he tore his Achilles. So, yeah. It's, pretty unfortunate. But, it's very, it's been very fortunate for KD because he's managed to come back decently healthy enough to, to put up a very good scoring effort in Brooklyn. Obviously with the, his best friend, Kyrie Irving. And, Kyrie's been having a moderate okay season, I guess you can say. I know at one point in the season he was having a lot of like issues with the league. With not, apparently he wasn't attending, like Nets, like Brooklyn Nets, like Zoom meetings and like team meetings, and he was kind of just being idle with the team. And I think he said something, in regard to the league. And, he had to get fined or he didn't play, and, so he had to get fined for not playing or something like this, in the, in that range of motion. And, to be honest, Kyrie Irving has been a huge problem for the Brooklyn Nets. A very, very huge problem for the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, seriously. I mean, now he's been chilling out. He's not out. How have I done that? Now he's not, he's not as much as a problem. But, he's been doing alright, he's been doing okay. Kyrie Irving's been doing alright, but, in the middle of the season, not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken, James Harden, requested a trade from the Houston Rockets, and he decided to, he just thought it was, his time in Houston was, over. He just got John Wall at the time and DeMarcus Cousins, both players coming off some serious injuries. DeMarcus Cousins has been back in the league for, I think, well, back in 2019, 2020. He went with the Warriors in the finals. He went to the finals. And then he signed with LA. And then I think he tore his ACL in training camp or something like that with LA. So he sat out the entire season with LA. And then I think he got waived by LA, and then LA re-signed him, or he just decided to sign back with LA after they waived him. And then I think he just got signed. I think he left LA because he didn't even play in LA. I think he just went to Houston. I think he either got traded to Houston or he just decided that, his time in LA wasn't anything special, so he just decided to leave. And then John Wall got traded from the Wizards to the Houston Rockets. So James Harden had, and John Wall just came off. This is his first season back. He's coming back from a Achilles tear. I think he's actually tore one of his Achilles twice or something like that. I know he came off of Achilles injury for sure. I know he tore at least one, but I think he retore it or tore the other one, or he tore his ACL, one of the two. I'm not too sure entirely. But but James Harden at that time, even before he got John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins, I guess he just kind of felt like his time with Houston was up, and he just didn't want to play for Houston anymore, so he requested a trade, and in a blockbuster deal, he was traded to the Nets, and the Nets, they played the league, because they managed to somehow keep Kyrie Irving, because Kyrie was in the trade talk saying that, the Nets said they weren't going to give up KD for Harden, and I think they said they weren't going to give up Kyrie for Harden, but if really necessary, because like I said earlier, at the time, Kyrie was having some issues, and just decided that, not to show up to any team meetings or anything like that, so he kind of, dug himself a grave in that regard. But James Harden also kind of did something similar. He was going to clubs in Atlanta without a face mask, or Kyrie did the same thing. He was at a birthday party or something without a mask, so they both had to go through quarantine, whatever. But they managed to trade, if I remember correctly, for, James Harden, and they traded away Jared Allen, Karis LeVert. They traded Jared Allen to, Cleveland, and Cleveland has been having, whole, propaganda with big men this year. They have, Jared Allen, Andre Drummond, I think they have Larry Nance Jr., and they have, Zizic, and, I think they have a few other, 2 other centers, so they have, 4 centers. So, yeah, they've been having a propaganda, but, they're looking to hold on to Jared Allen, because he's younger, and he's more youthful, I guess, so they're planning, they have JaVale McGee, sorry, that's one of the centers they have is JaVale McGee. So they plan on keeping JaVale McGee, and they plan on keeping Jared Allen, and they plan on trading Andre Drummond, because Andre Drummond, I think, has requested a trade out of Cleveland, or he's been talking about how he wants out of Cleveland. By the way, Andre Drummond's has been having an amazing season, actually, for Cleveland. He's averaging, a double-double, which is, I think is his career average, but he's averaging 18 rebounds or 18 points or something like that. I'm not too sure about his stat line. I don't keep up with Cavs basketball, but I know he's having a breakout, not a breakout season, but he's having a really good season. But Karis LeVert was traded to Indiana, the Indiana Pacers, and apparently he actually had a virus, or he had a kidney problem actually, it's just the case. The trade, the fact that they traded, Karis LeVert, I'm just gonna end it. The fact that they traded Karis LeVert actually saved his life because apparently he had like a kidney virus or like something on his kidney that could have possibly killed him. So he got an MRI or whatever. He got like an ER check or whatever you say it, and they found it. So he went through surgery and he's been recovering. So prayers up for Karis LeVert. I hope he's been, recovering well. But Victor Oladipo was also traded to the Houston Rockets because he's been asking out of Indiana. So he got traded to the Rockets with John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins. So I think, and Christian Wood for the Rockets has been having, a breakout season. However, I think not too long ago, I don't think a month ago, like a couple weeks ago, he went down with an injury, a pretty bad injury. So I think it was like an ACL or something like that, I think, which is very unfortunate because he was having a breakout season. So, yeah, that's very unfortunate. But overall, Houston's been, Houston has a nice little core, a nice big three over there. But I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, Victor Oladipo's on his last year contract until free agency. So he might be a free agent this season, so I don't know if he'll resign with Houston or whatever. I know at the beginning of the season, or before the season started, I think Anthony Davis signed a 5-year extension with LA. And LeBron signed a 2-year extension with LA because he had 2 years left on his deal. This would be his 3rd year. So he'd have 1 more year if he didn't, make the extension. But he made the extension for 2 more years, so essentially he has, another, technically 2 more years after this. So he would overall be spending 6 years in 6 years in LA, and he signed the extension for 2 years until 2024, which is when his son, Bronny James, graduates high school and goes to college. And that's actually when I'm supposed to be graduating high school. But hopefully, by the time that time comes, my YouTube channel, either this channel or my main channel that I'll be working on, comes into play for that, so I don't have to, go to college. And I'm not saying college is a bad thing, but, I just prefer doing YouTube than, going to college and stuff like that. But, of course I'm gonna fall, man, that's so annoying, but, I know, yeah, so pretty much the NBA has been very, I guess you can say very, popping right now. Like I said, the Western All-Stars starters are Luka Doncic, who's been having, I think, a breakout season as well. I think he's averaging like a triple-double per usual. LeBron James, All-Star captain, who's been, obviously having an MVP season. Steph Curry, who's been also having an amazing season. This, I think, is his first full season, because I think last season he sat out for a majority, if not a whole season, because he had a broken hand. So he's been having a pretty good breakout season too, or a return season. Nikola Jokic, who's been having, an MVP season, and Kawhi Leonard, who's been carrying the Clippers, to, I think, like the 4th seed in the West. And I know Utah's very popping right now. They're the 1st seed. They're ahead of LA by, I think, 2 games or something like that, but I don't know. But the East All-Star, the East starters are Kevin Durant, who's been having an MVP season. I think actually Stephen A. Smith, before the season started, or around the season started, he said that he thinks that KD's gonna win, MVP. I don't think that personally. I don't think KD's gonna win another MVP in his career. He won his one and only MVP back in 2014, and that's the only one he's won ever since. I don't think he's gonna win another one this season or the rest of his career. Because if he doesn't do as good as he does, if he doesn't average the points that he's averaging now for the next, 2 seasons, I can see KD retiring very shortly because of the the Achilles. Just like Kobe and, a bunch of the other, star players who've suffered from Achilles injuries and know how to retire. So, why does my OBS look so, laggy? God, I don't like that at all. I don't like that one bit. That's okay, though. But, yeah, so it's Katie, the captain. Bradley Beal's been having an amazing season. Unfortunately, he's stuck on the Wizards, with Russell Westbrook, who's been doing terrible this season. He's been doing terrible for the past couple seasons, which is very unfortunate because Russell Westbrook was one of my favorite players. So it's very unfortunate to see him drop off as badly as he has. But Bradley Beal's been having an amazing season before finally, giving him the recognition that he deserves. So, big respect to Bradley Beal. Giannis Antetokounmpo, obviously, all-star. He hasn't been doing as good recently. I think he's been actually doing pretty bad recently. I know the Bucks are doing pretty bad in the East, if I'm not mistaken. I think Boston is the number 1 seed, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no, sorry, the Sixers. The Sixers are the number 1 seed. The Sixers have been having a crazy season, which is coming to the next person, which is Joel Embiid, who's been having, an MVP season, averaging 30 plus points, when his protege, Ben Simmons, has been averaging 18 points this season. He's been having a moderate season, nothing special. Kyrie, who's been having a okay season, in my opinion. And, yeah, he's been having an okay season, I guess. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets, I think, and LA played the 2 All-Star captains fight against each other, which is always exciting to see, the history between, LeBron and Kyrie and LeBron and Kevin. So, I bet that was an exciting game to watch. I didn't know that the game was on. I wish I would have watched it because, like I said, it's always exciting to see, that, them battle with the history, especially with, AD's been having a really, bad season, honestly. He's been having a really bad season. I don't know what his deal's been. But, yeah, so, and LeBron, lastly, LeBron's been, tonight, he finally, won, well, not won, but he passed Karl Malone in the all-time scoring leaders. He passed Karl Malone for number 2, so now LeBron James is officially number 2 in all-time scoring, and he's only 2,000 points away from number 1 and beating Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So I think, if he beats Kareem in, total points, and if he moves up a little bit in the rebound and assist rankings, and if he wins at least one more ring, I think he's going to be undoubtedly the GOAT. I think he's the GOAT personally now. I think he's the greatest of all time. That's just my opinion. I know everyone else has different opinions. What the hell just happened? I know everyone has different opinions. My opinion is LeBron James is the greatest of all time. And, if he wins, at least another ring, this season preferably, if he goes back-to-back in LA, back-to-back in LA, and then, passes Kareem in the next, few seasons with this extension with the LA. He passes Kareem, and then he moves up on the rebounds and assists, and, I think he's number 1 in triple-double. No, not all-time triple-doubles. That's actually Russell Westbrook. Or Oscar Robertson, one of the two. I think it's Oscar, and then Westbrook is very close to, number 1. But, it was just, very interesting to see, but I'm actually going to end tonight's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Today was more of just like a NBA kind of ramble, something, playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive was very, can we not go over here? Oh, we can't. Okay, well, playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive was very enjoyable. It's my first time playing it for the first time, so I hope you all enjoyed tonight's video. sorry about not uploading in advance. I was supposed to upload a video yesterday. However, I realized when uploading the video yesterday that my friend actually, who was listening to the video, and it didn't have any audio. Yeah, my microphone for some reason on OBS was disconnected, and it didn't pick up any of my voice audio. So it was just a silent commentary video of Minecraft. So whenever I do upload another Minecraft video of the series that I've started, a few things may look a little different. Not too much. I didn't do too much on that episode, but some things nonetheless will look a bit different. Let me know down in the comments, because recently I bought Call of Duty Cold War. I bought Call of Duty Cold War and Black Ops 2. Sorry, Black Ops 3 on PC. So if you would all like to see, if you would all like to see some, what's it called? Some, maybe some modded zombies on Black Ops 3, or maybe, some multiplayer, or some custom game modes. Maybe some Warzone on the channel. I don't personally like playing Warzone, but if y'all want some Warzone, I can definitely play some Warzone. But I know the new season for Cold War and Warzone is coming out on the 25th, which is in, about a week. So if I don't already make a Cold War video, which I might next time, I might make a multiplayer video, or like a featured game on maybe a zombies video, or something like that. If I don't make a video of that, I will most certainly make a video on Season 2 when it releases. So, yeah, just keep an eye out, turn on those post notifications for the next time that I upload. I don't know when the next time I will upload. This weekend's gonna be kind of hectic for me, so I don't know if I'll have any time to upload any videos this weekend, so I might upload some maybe Monday, either Sunday, Monday, maybe Tuesday if not, but if not any of those days, I'll have to push it to, like Wednesday, Thursday, maybe even, around this time, around next week, Friday, so 1 week. But I just hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, smash like and show your appreciation.